The fight against homeless encampments in the province was taken to another level just last week when the province passed its Safer Municipalities Act. That gives local authorities more powers to clear them out. But how many will actually use them?
We're doing our best to make sure that there's zero tolerance for drugs in public spaces, and that means clearing out encampments.
Brampton Mayor Patrick Brown was one of the first local leaders in the province to ask the Ford government for more authority to move in on encampments and force people out. Now, Bill 6 allows police to arrest and fine anyone up to $10,000 for trespassing or using drugs in public. It could also mean 6 months in jail.
What we've seen with this bill now being passed is that folks who are homeless will be considered criminals if they are not, or if they're perceived as using drugs in public spaces.
Even before being handed that ability, Brampton began clearing public spaces and have since had private security patrolling while posting signs saying, "No camping allowed." Sheena Patton lives near where there were tents set up not long ago.
I'd prefer they be left alone because, like I said, nobody knows their story and how they're living on the streets and whatnot.
Mayors across Ontario say there's a continued call for more from the province and federal government to help provide other support services, including shelter space. To this point, there's no indication that local authorities throughout the province have stepped up their efforts to clear more encampments. What do you plan on doing with those new tools now?
I think if anything, this bill clarifies that cities do have the right to protect those public spaces. And so I personally appreciate that there's clarity being added to an issue that really was a difficult one for cities.
Advocates for those living on the streets say providing more living space is the solution.
The only thing that is going to end encampments is housing. So the pressure should have always been on the government to, again, expedite that housing for people instead of using criminalizing tactics and tools like we're seeing in Bill 6.
The coalition that was formed to fight the bill at Queen's Park plans on pressing on by taking the matter to the courts, with the argument that it's an infringement on people's rights with nowhere for them to go. Mark McAllister, City News, Brampton.